What's going on, guys? I am back with a new video. Look at this. I have a grocery video right here, and you would not believe how long it has taken me to set up the camera and the lights to get a decent shot in my small apartment. I think the Arctic Zero ice cream that I got is more of like a soup now, so I'm gonna run through the items that I got at the store. Now, if you used to watch my channel, I would make a lot of grocery videos, one per month, but since I have started my cut, today actually marks week number 2 of my cut. I am down 2.5 pounds. That's pretty good, baby steps, right? For 1 week, I'm pretty happy with that. So I decided to make a grocery video, things that I am buying. These are gonna be staples in my diet on my cut. I'm gonna kind of run through these quickly, tell you why I bought these things that you can do with them, and just for new and fresh ideas. So if you guys like this video, give it a like and let's jump into it. So starting over here, I have 2 Lenny and Larry's cookies. Rich Piana has like made these things famous, but I've got the chocolate chip and the snickerdoodle. I just buy these because they really do taste good. Macros on them aren't bad at all. In the front, I have my frozen fruit. Now, if you've watched a lot of my vlogs, I use the frozen fruit to make fruit and vegetable shakes. I buy the fruit frozen because it stays fresher longer. So I've got blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries right here. I got 2 different kinds of rice. I have some jasmine rice, just plain, and then I have this kind in a pouch, which is nice because sometimes you don't really have like 30 minutes to wait on rice to cook. This is already cooked in the bag, microwave it for 90 seconds, and it's good to go. And right here in the middle, I kind of have like flavor enhancers. I feel like guacamole, I'm not gonna be able to have as much as this on my cut. No more Chipotle, no more double guac at Chipotle, because that kind of brings up the fat macros a little bit. And I'm trying to get around 70 grams of fat right now in my diet, so I might have 1 packet of the guacamole a day, which will give me 10 grams of fat. Here I've got some pizza sauce. I could put it on pasta if I wanted to, or just make some macro-friendly pizzas, which I did in my last vlog. And I also bought chopped up onions. $2 for this. And I feel like the important part of cutting is making your food taste good, giving it a lot of volume. And I think little things like onions, throwing them in your chicken or your beef will give it a little bit more flavor and kind of satisfy you a little bit more. And right here, I have some frosted mini wheats just for carbs. Everyone likes these things, I feel like. I also have rice cakes. I have got back on the rice cake train. These are awesome because one rice cake has 35 calories, just in the plain kind, and the caramel corn kind has 50 per rice cake. And they're pretty big, so if you have like 5 or 6 after a workout, you're only gonna set yourself back like 200 to 300 calories, so really not bad at all. And on the plain ones, if you put sweetener and cinnamon on these guys, very, very good. And if you get tired of that, you could put other toppings on there like banana or peanut butter. And right here, I have 2 cans of beans. I probably have like 1 can of beans per day. Not only do they have a lot of protein, but it helps you hit your dietary fiber. So 1 can right here, just 1 can of beans will pretty much give you your dietary recommendations for fiber per day. So that's just something to think about. Like sometimes I feel like we get so caught up in the macros, we forget about the health side of things. So make sure you're getting your fruits, your vegetables, and your fiber, and taking a multivitamin if you feel like you don't get enough vitamins throughout the day with your daily food. And here, another quick snack, some Pretzel Crisps. You gotta love these. Dip them in hummus, dip them in peanut butter. A lot of things you can do with these. I've got some chicken breast right here, nothing really exciting about that. I also have some fat-free cheese to make some macro-friendly pizzas, just to keep my fat macros a little bit lower. A microwavable packet of sweet potatoes. These are nice because they will cook in the microwave, obviously. They're gonna be done quicker. They just steam in the bag. So next time I come home from the gym and I want some sweet potatoes, boom, I got them right there. Up in the front, I've got my asparagus right here. I love asparagus. You cook it in the oven for about 30 minutes and it tastes pretty good. My bananas, which I will add to my shake, as well as the baby spinach, which I'll add to my fruit and vegetable shake. The last few items I've got here, some orange juice with pulp, because that's what I like. I mean, I think the pulp tastes a lot better. I've got some unsweetened almond milk, and this is a good substitute for like normal milk. If you compare the calories on 1 cup of almond milk versus 1 cup of regular milk, a significant difference there. I actually don't drink normal milk anymore just because I love the taste of almond milk. And right here I have some cinnamon swirl bread, 80 calories per slice. I thought this looked pretty good for breakfast, or if I've got a little sweet tooth, only 80 calories per slice. And speaking of if I have a sweet tooth, the Arctic Zero, I saw that Walmart has these right next to the Ben & Jerry's, which is kind of weird because 1 serving of Ben & Jerry's is like double the amount of calories in each one of these pints. So I got chocolate chip cookie dough, and then I also got cookie shake. This one has 75 calories per serving, and this one has 35 calories per serving. So it's a nice lower calorie substitute to something like Ben & Jerry's with a lot of fat and a lot of carbs. And that's pretty much all that I got at the store. I've got one more thing to unbox real quick. So what I've got right here is probably one of the coolest companies that have ever reached out to me. This is MVMT. You guys have probably seen them on other channels. These are watches, movement watches. They reached out to me and said, hey, Michael, do you want a free watch to show off to your subscribers? I said, absolutely, I do. So they sent me this one. Very, very sick watch. You got the tan band with the white face. And when you see a watch like this, you probably think this is a $300 watch or so. Wrong. This one is $129 on their website, which you can get 15% off down below in the description. And the reason that they're able to sell the watches so cheap is because they cut out the middleman. They only sell watches online. And the company was started by two college kids that couldn't go out and buy a $300 watch. So they made their own affordable watch company, MVMT. So go down below in the description, mvmtwatches.com/mkory to get 15% off your entire purchase. I'm sure you guys will see this watch on me quite a bit here on the channel. Thank you to them once again, and I will talk to you guys next time.